In a peaceful garden where morning dew sparkled like tiny stars, there lived a gentle chameleon named Charlie. He spent his quiet days resting on soft leaves and warm branches, changing his colors as softly as clouds, changing shapes in the evening sky. Charlie loved watching the garden's colors shift from morning pink to afternoon gold, and he could match them all with just a gentle thought. Not far from Charlie's favorite resting spot lived Preston, a beautiful peacock with feathers that shimmered like a rainbow caught in morning light. Preston would often walk through the garden, his elegant tail trailing behind him like a flowing river of colors. The morning sun would catch his feathers just so, creating little dancing lights that looked like stars fallen from the night sky. One peaceful morning, as golden sunlight filtered through the leaves and gentle breezes carried the sweet scent of flowers, Charlie and Preston met near the old willow tree. Its branches swayed ever so softly, like a mother gently rocking her child to sleep. The two friends began talking about colors and beauty, their voices mixing with the soft whispers of the leaves. "Dear Charlie," Preston said in his gentle voice, "I've watched you change your colors so beautifully. You can become as pink as the sunrise or as blue as the afternoon sky. Shall we have a friendly little contest to see who can show the most beautiful colors?" His voice was as soft as flower petals floating on a calm pond. Charlie, who was resting on a warm stone, smiled softly. "That sounds like a lovely idea, Preston," he replied, his voice as gentle as the morning mist. "We can make it a peaceful game, just for fun." The morning sun wrapped them both in its warm, golden embrace as they agreed to meet the next day. As the new day dawned, painting the sky in soft brushstrokes of pink and lavender, Charlie and Preston gathered in a quiet meadow filled with nodding flowers. Butterflies danced lazily through the air, their wings catching the light like tiny stained glass windows. Other garden creatures came to watch, settling comfortably on soft patches of moss and sweet-smelling grass. Preston went first, spreading his magnificent tail in a gentle, flowing motion. It opened like a magical fan, revealing colors that seemed to flow one into another. Deep blues like midnight skies, greens like moss after spring rain, and purples like twilight clouds. Every movement was slow and graceful, like leaves dancing in a gentle breeze. Then it was Charlie's turn. He began to change his colors, slowly and softly, like watercolors blending on a canvas. First, he matched the pink of the morning sky, then the soft purple of nearby flowers, and then the gentle green of new spring leaves. Each change was as smooth as clouds, shifting shapes on a lazy afternoon. The garden creatures watched in peaceful wonder as both friends shared their gifts. The butterflies settled on nearby flowers, their wings gently opening and closing like tiny fans. Even the busy bees paused their collecting to watch, hovering quietly in the warm morning light. As the morning stretched into afternoon, something wonderful began to happen. Charlie and Preston started to realize that their different ways of showing colors were both beautiful in their own special way. Preston admired how Charlie could blend perfectly with every flower in the garden, while Charlie marveled at how Preston's colors always stayed true and bright. The old wise owl, who had been watching from his cozy spot in the willow tree, floated down on silent wings. His voice was as soft as moonlight when he spoke. "Dear friends, you have discovered something more precious than any contest. You have found that beauty comes in many different ways. just as the garden shows its colors in both the steady roses and the changing sky. Charlie and Preston looked at each other and smiled, understanding filling their hearts like warm sunshine. They decided that instead of having a winner, they would spend their days sharing their gifts with the garden. Preston would walk slowly through the flowers, his colors bringing joy to all who saw him, while Charlie would play gentle games with the young animals, helping them find peace in the art of blending with nature. From that day forward, the garden became an even more peaceful place. In the morning, you might see Charlie resting on a branch, his colors shifting softly with the changing light, while Preston walked serenely among the flowers, his tail flowing like a gentle stream of living colors. Together, they made the garden a place where everyone could find beauty in their own special way. As evening approached, casting long, soft shadows through the trees, Charlie and Preston would often meet under the willow tree. They would watch the sunset paint the sky in gentle colors, each appreciating how the other saw and shared the beauty around them. The garden would grow quiet, with only the soft whisper of leaves and the gentle evening breeze to break the peaceful silence. And so, as stars began to twinkle in the velvet sky like distant diamonds, the garden would settle into its nighttime rest, content in knowing that tomorrow would bring another day of gentle colors and peaceful friendship. The moon would cast its silver light over the sleeping flowers, while Charlie and Preston dreamed of all the beautiful colors they would share again when the sun rose on another peaceful morning in their magical garden home.